The following Great Expectations special is brought to you in part by Bank of Boston, putting our strength to work. High Q is closed caption for the hearing impaired through a grant provided by Bank of Boston. It's Channel 5's new high school quiz show, High Q. And here's your host, Mike Lynch.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Stoneham's trying to butter me up already by carrying a sign out there. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the championship night of High Q. From nearly 100 high schools here in Massachusetts, the best and the brightest have been whittled down to 2. And this is our championship round. Representing the western part of the state from Dalton, Massachusetts, is Waconah Regional High School upstairs. And our eastern champions out of the Middlesex League, the Spartans of Stoneham High School. High Q is part of our Great Expectations program here at Channel 5, and we're really proud to put this program on tonight. Each one of the winners, the members in the winning team, I should say, receives a $500 prize. The runner-ups receive a $300 prize, and that should get your parents off your backs as far as getting a summer job for a couple of weeks anyway. All right, 10 points for correct answer first round, 10 second round, 20 third round, and fourth round we have an exciting lightning round, which we'll explain as we get along. Is everybody ready to go? All right, let's play High Q, and here we go. We're going to begin poetically. What figure from American poetry stands under the spreading chestnut tree? Waconah.
The village blacksmith.
Village blacksmith or village smithy, exactly. Who wrote that famous poem?
Holmes.
No. Don't let me take a crack at it.
Frost.
No, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Name the 16th century Native American chief said to be the husband of Minnehaha, who was mythologized.
Say it. Hiawatha.
Hiawatha is right for 10 more points for Waconah. All right, math question on the big board behind me. Here we go. This diagram shows which of the following.
Galen.
No, I'll continue the question for you, Stoneham. Which of the following? Tensor subtraction, vector addition, or vector multiplication?
Vector addition.
Vector addition is right. For an extra 10 points, tell us the equation that this figure indicates. Stoneham.
A plus B equals C.
Vector A plus vector B equals vector C. Absolutely right for another 10 points. 2020. Here we go. Quickly now, for 10 points apiece, give us the correct century for the following people or events in history. The storming of the Bastille.
18th century.
18th century is correct. 10 points. Otto von Bismarck.
19th century.
19th century is right. Magellan's circumnavigation of the globe.
16th century.
16th century is right. And Stephen Biko.
20th century?
20th century is right. Quick 40 points. Nipper's back for the High Q final. We go to the big board once again. Name this piece for piano and its composer. It just might come to mind this Friday night as you look out at a full moon. Waconah?
Moonlight Sonata.
Moonlight Sonata. And its composer.
Beethoven.
Beethoven is absolutely right for 10 points. For a quick 10 points, can you name another 20th century piano piece that puts a slightly French accent on moonlight?
Clair de Lune.
Clair de Lune is right for another 10. Something different on our championship night. We go to the High Q time capsule on the big board. Take a look at the following news clip.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help you God. So help me God.
All right, this was the last time that Franklin Roosevelt would take the presidential oath of office. How many times had he taken that oath?
4 times.
No, it's not the correct answer I was looking for. How many times had he taken the oath before this day?
3.
3 is the correct answer. 10 points to Stoneham. Here's our gong, signifying the end of round 1. Our score at the end of first round, Waconah 80, Stoneham 30. High Q continues after this timeout.
This week's High Q is brought to you in part by Bank of Boston in association with Boston Edison.
My grandfather was a great storyteller. Whenever you asked him a question, he never answered you directly. It was never yes or no. He'd just look at you and he'd say, "Sweetheart, that's your little red wagon. You can push it, pull it, or let it stand."
In a place where people have always valued the voice of experience, it's not surprising so many New Englanders have chosen to bank with us.
He said things to us in a way that gave us a lifetime to really understand.
At Boston Edison, we have programs to help you manage and conserve energy, not just to save money, but as part of our commitment to the environment. Your participation can help by reducing the need for new power plants. You see, we'll provide all the power the residents in our area need. But there are some residents who shouldn't have to pay for it.
98.5 ROR FM. Zip Zap is back. Listen for your zip code tomorrow morning at 7:10. Win $1,000 from 98.5 ROR FM.
It's Waconah 80 and Stoneham 30 as we start round 2 of High Q, and this is the time in the contest where we meet the individual members of each team. And let me introduce you to the members of the Waconah Warriors, and we'll start upstairs on the outside left, or your right as you're looking at the screen. This is the Jennifer Capriati of High Q. This is 14-year-old Kara Lewison, who's a freshman, and next year she's obviously going to be a sophomore. Next to Kara, we have Mike Donahue, who's a senior. He's on his way to Harvard. And then we have Stephen Ham, I should say the correct pronunciation. Stephen's a sophomore. He's going to be a junior next year, and flanking him on the left is Teddy Mason, who's 18 years old, and he's going to Williams in the fall. Let's hear it for Waconah. Now let's meet the members of the Stoneham High School Spartans. Starting on the outside, we have Jean-Marc Rocher, who's a senior. He'll be attending Harvard next year. And he'll be joined by Renata Ferrari, who also is on her way to Harvard as well. Carl Lee is also a senior. He's going out to Amherst in the fall. And on the end here, we have Glenn Adamson, who's a senior. And Glenn is on his way to Cornell University. Let's have a big hand for Stoneham. All right, we're ready for round 2. Again, like the first round, 10 points for each correct answer. Here we go. In the book by Ray Bradbury, what is it that burns?
Fahrenheit 451?
No, that's not the answer I was looking for. I'll continue. What is it that burns at Fahrenheit 451? Stoneham.
Book paper?
Books that burn. Exactly right. Now we mix books with science. In recent scientific developments, a word with a literary origin has taken on enormous significance. That origin is...
Quarks?
Quarks is right. That's the answer I was looking for. 80 Waconah, 50 Stoneham. Big board we go for our next question. If a mole can dig a mole of molehills, how many molehills can a mole of moles dig? I need your answer in the simplest scientific notation. Who buzzed in? Waconah buzzed in, okay.
Okay. About 36 times 10 to the, what? 22nd power?
No, I'm sorry. Stoneham, you can take a crack at it.
36 times 10.
6 times 10 to the 23rd?
No, the answer is 3.6 times 10 to the 47th power. This is the one question they asked the sports department to contribute to High Q. So you can go up and blame all those guys. After the show, as I always do, I'll explain how we figured that one out. All right, here we go. A deep sea question. How many feet in a fathom?
6.
6 is right. Okay, here we go with one of our infamous back and forth questions. You've heard these before. One team buzzes in, starts, and it's a chain that goes back and forth. Whoever breaks the chain loses the 10 points to the other team. Now, name in order just the 4th period in the periodic table of elements. I need them in order. Who wants to buzz in first? I'll give you a little hint. Starts with potassium. So after potassium. Okay. I'll run them down for you. It's potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, a lot of EMs there. You get the point. All right, here's a two-parter. We're going to continue here. With an atomic number of 36 and the symbol KR.
Krypton?
Krypton is absolutely right. In the late 19th and early 20th century, these American women campaigned for the right to vote. What were they called?
Suffragettes?
Suffragettes is right. Now, a follow-up question. If you were a man in favor of voting rights for women at the turn of the century, what term would refer to you?
Suffragist?
Suffragist is right, or suffragette. 110 to 60, Waconah in the lead. California is our most populous state. Which one of Canada's 10 provinces has the largest population?
Ontario?
Ontario is right for 10. Give us the name of the study of old age.
Gerontology.
Gerontology is right. Stoneham picks it up. As of this spring, what do the countries of Nicaragua, Pakistan, and the Philippines have in common?
Democracies?
No. Stoneham, you can take a stab at it.
Elections?
All three have female heads of state. There's the gong, signifying the end of round 2. We still have a close contest going. Waconah 120. Stoneham 70. High Q continues after this timeout.
Yes, I was born in this house, and I love every nail and splinter in it. We hunted, we fished. Oh, we had the time of our lives. This was always known as Sawyer's Corner, and little did I think, as I look back, that I'd be the old lady of the corner.
In a place where roots run deep, it's not surprising so many New Englanders have chosen to bank with us.
Jonesport is just Jonesport. Little quiet place by the sea.
I have 175,828 miles on my Toyota truck, and we still use it for camping, skiing. 118,108 miles. Oh, Blue just goes and goes and goes, and we're always on call.
Call us if you and your Toyota truck have a 100,000-mile story.
Story? 6,059 miles. 335,809 miles. Top that.
I love what you do for me, Toyota.
Give me 5.
Wouldn't this be a great time to get friendly?
Anytime's great to get friendly, because we're giving you 5 sensational super melts like turkey and chicken, piled high, topped with cheese, hot off the grill. Buy a super melt now and get a free medium Coca-Cola Classic, plus a free collectible glass. We'll give you 5 at Friendly's.
Anytime's great to get friendly.
All right, welcome back. We're halfway through our championship night, and it's been a dandy so far. Waconah leads by 50, 120 to 70 for Stoneham. But in this round, each correct answer is worth 20 points now, so a chance to make up some ground or maybe to open up a little bit of distance. Let's continue now with High Q. What was the name of the principal character who went around the world in 80 days?
Phileas Fogg.
Phileas Fogg is correct. For another 20, name me the author.
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne is correct. Back to the big board we go, into the history books for another piece out of the time capsule. Roll them, Dickie.
(1937), the health commissioner of Buffalo, New York, puts a ban on kissing to stop the spread of influenza. Health Commissioner Franzak explains why.
Kissing is a menace.
You know, a lot of people do argue with that. Okay. And what a menace it was. Though this local effort to stop the spread of influenza seems very comical to us now in 1990, the disease took many lives throughout the world. In what year this century did the great influenza epidemic take place?
1918.
1918 is correct. Is influenza caused by bacteria or virus?
Virus.
Virus is correct for 20. Modifying human behavior to stop the spread of a disease can prove to be effective but very difficult. What present-day world medical crisis is being combated this way?
AIDS.
AIDS is correct. What does AIDS stand for?
Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome.
You get it for another 20. History question now. In a speech to Congress in 1941, Franklin Delano Roosevelt referred to America's 4 freedoms. Name all 4 of these freedoms.
Freedom from fear.
That's right. Actually, I'll wait till you give me the whole answer before, but that's one of them that's correct. Okay, I'm sorry. You want to take a shot at it, Waconah? That's our 10-second whistle, by the way. The answer has to be in by 10 seconds.
Freedom from fear, freedom from hunger, freedom from want, freedom from oppression.
No, want and hunger are the same one. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. So nobody picks up the points. Now, for another 20 points, can you name the famous American illustrator?
Norman Rockwell.
Norman Rockwell is right, who depicted these 4 freedoms. Little geography question for you here. It's got 2 parts, so listen up. I'm floating down the longest river in the world. On which continent am I floating?
The Nile in Africa.
Okay. That's not the answer I'm looking for. On which continent? All right, Waconah, you want to buzz in and then you get 10 seconds? I finish the question. On which continent am I floating and into which body of water will I eventually spill?
You're in Africa, floating into the Mediterranean Sea.
Right, because the Nile flows south to north. That's the gong for the end of round 2. Waconah, 260. Stoneham, 90. We'll be back with our final round, which includes our lightning round. A big chance for Stoneham to pick up an awful lot of ground. We'll be back and do this right after this timeout on High Q.
Well, when I went to college, my father said, well, I'm leaving you this bag, too. You know, this other bag, imaginary bag. And you can take things out of there as you need them. It was later on that I found out how important that bag really is. The bag of values.
In a place where people know how to make dreams come true, it's not surprising so many New Englanders have chosen to bank with us.
I'm still pulling things out every day.
Introducing the GE Takeout Counter. It lets you have instant access to something as large as a gallon of milk. Provides enough counter space to make a 2-foot sandwich. But perhaps its most incredible feature is that each one comes with 25 cubic feet of the most intelligently designed refrigerator at no extra charge. The GE Space Center 25.
The all-time mileage champ, Geo Metro, 53 city, 58 highway. Now as low as $48.95 with Chevy Cashback. Compared to anything else in its class, it's just a drop in the bucket. People have a hard time telling a Geo Prism from a Toyota Corolla, even though Geo Prism has more standard features. So what it really comes down to is this: price. Geo Prism costs less, now as low as $86.25.
Forget about Fenway Park. This is the place to be tonight. This place is jumping. This is the most exciting part of championship night. It's our lightning round. It's an opportunity that on one category, a team can pick up 260 points, which is what Waconah has right now, and Stoneham has 90. So listen up. Here we go. This thing is far from over. Each correct answer is worth 20 points until we get into that lightning round. Let's play high Q. Scientists are virtually certain that what planet in the Milky Way supports intelligent life?
Earth.
Earth is right. So easy, it's almost hard. 110, I think it is for Stoneham. Okay, what phrase describes the lanthanide series of elements, including...
Rare earth elements?
Rare earth is right, for 20 for Waconah. Where would you find a foggy bottom? Where would you find a foggy bottom?
In a swamp?
No. Waconah?
On somebody's trousers in London.
Best answer. Washington, D.C. All right, here we go. Here's our lightning round. It's a two-part question to get it right to get in, so pay attention. Some say she never said it, but the guillotine may have us believe otherwise.
Yeah. Marie Antoinette and Let Them Eat Cake.
You got it, for 20 to get in now. Here we go. Here's how it works. When I say here we go, a 20-second clock will start, and you can get as many right answers in that 20 seconds. You get 30 points for each one. Here we go. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99%
perspiration.
Who said it? Is that we need who said it?
Edison.
Edison said it. I am not a crook.
Nixon.
I regret I have but one life to give
Nathan
to my
Hale.
country. Help me. I'm melting. I'm melting.
The Wicked Witch.
You get it. Good fences make good neighbors.
Frost.
Frost is right. I have a dream.
Martin Luther King.
Winning isn't everything. It's the only
Vince
thing.
Lombardi.
All right. We got 7. We got 7 correct answers there. 8. We got 7. I didn't get to the 8th question. 7 correct answers. So you pick up 210 points. Add them up, Bruce. Let's see what we got. In Iceland, houses are heated by a non-polluting source.
Geothermal.
Geothermal is right for 20. What mammal outnumbers humans about 20 to 1 in New Zealand in nearly...
Sheep.
Sheep is correct for 20 points. What do we call a female sheep?
A ewe.
Ewe. E-W-E is right. Almost complete obscurity has made our 13th president famous.
Millard Fillmore.
Millard Fillmore is right for 20. Here we go. A toss-up to get into the lightning round. It's been called, among other things, a date which will live in infamy.
December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor.
You got it. Okay, now you're in. I need you to give me the correct year in which the following headlines appeared in the New York Times. Again, you're going to have 20 seconds. Here we go. First atomic bomb dropped on Japan.
1945.
You got it. Carter vows to pursue hostages released.
79.
80.
80 is right. Nixon resigns.
74.
74 is right. Lindbergh does it to Paris in 33 and a half hours.
17. 1917.
18, 19, 20.
Pass.
Pass. Britain and France in war at 6 a.m. Hitler won't attack on Poles.
1939.
39 is right. So we've got 4 correct answers. With times 30, another 120 points. What's that give Waconah? 460 to 380. Okay. Here we go. On a sunny day in March, where in the United States would you need the most sunscreen?
Hawaii?
No, I'll continue the question. On the beach in Miami, in the desert in Death Valley, or at the summit at Aspen?
Aspen?
Aspen is right. Thinner atmosphere, 20 points. Name the northernmost capital city on Earth. Stoneham. Reykjavik is right. 20 points. Spell Reykjavik.
Okay. R-E. I can't read it. You do it. Yeah, come on.
R-E.
They're in the middle. Okay. Go ahead, Stoneham.
R-E-Y-K-J-A-V-I-K.
You got it for 20 points. A match head is coated with what element to create a flame?
Sulfur?
No. Waconah.
Potassium?
No, it's phosphorus. Name one of the two straits separating the European continent from Asian portions.
Dardanelles?
Dardanelles is right. Asian portions of Turkey. Name the last Republican governor of Massachusetts.
King?
It's Frank Sargent, but it doesn't matter. Waconah, you've got a 40-point victory. That's it. Wow. What a night. What a night. Well, I think everybody in here is going to agree with me that there's a winner, but there certainly are no losers in this room. What a match we had. This is... .480 to 440. It came right down to the final round, and I wish the World Series or the Super Bowls could be as exciting and as dramatic as this is. Winning team, each member of Waconah will get $500 apiece. Everybody in the Stoneham team will get $300. What are you going to do with the money, Glenn?
I'm going to pay for my prom, which I still owe a lot of money.
That's probably the sentiments of everybody, right? Well, listen, congratulations to both schools, not only the people here, but your teachers and your parents and your friends and everybody for making it really something special. We're really proud to put it on as part of our Great Expectations campaign. We fully expect to do this again next year. And program reminder, we have our High Five special coming up a week from Friday at 8 o'clock. I'm Mike Lynch. For everybody here on High Q, good night.
Only Brand Central at Sears carries the top 3 names in appliances. Only Brand Central gives more credit to more people than any other superstore. And only Brand Central has the nation's largest retail service fleet to be there when you need it. Brand Central at Sears. Why waste your time shopping anywhere else?
And through Saturday, save $82 on this Kenmore pair, America's largest